Pandemic-EBT benefits have just been approved for more children in the state of Wisconsin. We think of Pandemic-EBT as an additional food share benefit for children that would have been getting free or reduced cost school meals had school not been disrupted by the COVID pandemic. But Wisconsin has just received federal approval to give those Pandemic-EBT benefits to more children under the age of 6, including children in child care. Wisconsin is calling this benefit the Pre-6 Pandemic-EBT. Pre-6 meaning the child is under the age of 6. Here's some of the other eligibility criteria. Not only is the child under the age of 6 by October 1st, 2020, the family was enrolled in FoodShare at the time. And finally, the family lives in a county where at least one school met the Pandemic-EBT learning module threshold by October 1st, 2020, which means that the school had to close or had reduced in-person schooling because of the pandemic. Now, this benefit has different eligibility criteria than the Pandemic-EBT benefit for school-age children that we've been talking about for the last couple months. For one, the implementation date is October 1st, 2020. It follows the federal calendar year, not the start of the school year. Number two, the family has to have been actively enrolled in FoodShare for the months they would be considered for the Pandemic-EBT benefit. The school-age Pandemic-EBT benefit does not use that criteria. And the state tells us no application process is needed by the families because they were receiving FoodShare. The state knows who they are and the benefit will be automatically administered. Now, the benefit amount is going to vary month by month, depending on if that family was indeed enrolled in FoodShare in the month in question, and it's going to be figured by region. So all kids who fit the eligibility criteria in a region will get the same benefit amount. That's either going to be a 100% allocation of the benefit or some sort of condensed hybrid, which is looking about 60% of the full benefit amount. The USDA has directed Wisconsin's Department of Health Services to start finding the kids under the age of 6 and see if they are evaluated for Pandemic-EBT benefits. And the state says they have already begun this process. They are now confirming and finalizing the implementation date to get these benefits into the hands of these families. And one last note on the benefits, that if a child got the Pandemic-EBT benefit for school-age children, they are not eligible for the Pre-6 Pandemic-EBT benefit. It's an either-or Pandemic-EBT benefit situation. And coming soon, summer Pandemic-EBT. It's been authorized at a federal level, so more details are to come on an additional Pandemic-EBT benefit in the weeks ahead. In the description below, more on Pandemic-EBT benefits. We give you the state's website, that USDA approval letter telling Wisconsin they can start issuing these benefits to younger children. Also, if you have questions, we give you both an email address and a phone number of how to reach the state of Wisconsin and ask your Pandemic-EBT questions.